How are you, Jim? How's it going? God, it's a cold one out there. It is. I know, I'm grand. Oh, I'm grand, I am, yeah. No sense complaining, is there, you know? Who's going to listen to us? Yeah, I know, yeah. No, it's the knee, in this weather, you know, shrapnel, lumps of metal. When the bombs go off in the war, metal flying all over the place and into your knee and I know, yeah, I know it's a bad old dose. But you look, still alive, am I? You know, every day that you're on this side of the grass is a good day, Jim. It's a good day. It is. Where's the young fella, the Brendan young fella? Oh, he's on his way. He texts. Oh, he tells you. How does he tell you? Is it them texting things? Yeah. No, I don't know how to use them. What's the point? No. My family ring me and how are you? Grand. How are you? Grand. That's I'll be up to on Sunday or something. That's it. That's now I couldn't be bothered with all that stuff, them fangle jokes. No, I know. I'm sure they're very useful. Me daughter gave me the little one I told you about. That's a home on the table. I don't touch it now. I don't touch it because if you touched it, because you see they're very sensitive. Oh, she told me. Yeah, she did. She said they're very. If you touch it, press a button and this. That's all that technological stuff. I was born into a world where there was none of that stuff, you see, and it's to them it's second nature. But sure, that's grand. That's the way the world is. Yeah, it is. There's people in space and everything and all since So I know, yeah. Some people don't believe that the world is round, and some of them think it's like a plate. You know. How could you think it's like a plate? What would a plate be doing up in space, for God's sake? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. What did they call them? The what? Me old head, sorry, Jim. The flat earthers. Why would they call it? Because they believe that the earth is like flat. And yeah. Yeah. How could you believe that? You see a photograph of the moon when they went there, and they don't. Some people don't believe that either, But that's okay. That's their prerogative. Um, my son said that yeah, he has his own theories on it, and they're like anybody, I suppose. Now my Rosie now was great. Now my Rosie would have an opinion on everything, but me, what do I know about space and stuff, I know when I was younger and all like that, we used to call young fellas a spacer. You're a spacer, you are. Like, some young fella would be madder than the other young fellas, and we'd call him a spacer. But that's about it, No, I don't know anything about it at all, Yeah, I know. The grandson said that make the joke out of everything. He's like my Rosie, has an opinion on everything and make a joke about everything. That's funny. He wouldn't make a joke of people that was like, God bless the mark, disabled or something like that, because if you like laughing at his granddad, he said to me, his granddad, you have to have respect. Why would I be laughing at them? If he like laughing at you, he said, I'd kill anyone if they laughed at you. And he would, he would. He's a quiet lad. He's a quiet lad. He is. Oh, yeah. And he wouldn't come in that door. Would not. I'm only like, what am I, 5 foot odd? He's 6'2" or something, Oh, they're all growing up to the ceiling. I don't know what they're feeding them on at all. What? My grandchildren come through the door and I get a creak in my neck. I says, I have to lie down. I says, but they don't mind because I just put my head on the old couch, They want to get me a new couch. I don't want a new couch. The springs is gone in Yeah, yeah, the springs is gone in the one, but I don't mind. But I was telling you about my grandson. He said all the flat earthers, were going mad on the lion thing, whatever it is. You know that lion thing. No, not the Lion King, the Lion thing. Like they're going onto the lion. That's that out there in space. And he said they were all on that lion thing, and they were all giving out about we believe that Earth is a plate, it's flat. My grandson said, "Yeah, I know you do, and you have officers all over the globe." He said. He told me. He said they all went mad. I didn't care. No, it's well able for it. Today's generation don't worry about anything like that at all. How are you keeping, Jim, anyway? The back? Yeah. Did you get that Volmarol? Get that. Get that. Jim, I tell you now, my daughter got it for me. She rubbed it on my back. Jeez, at first you think they were lighting a fire on your back. But I'll tell you now, oh yeah, it works. I was able to get up. I had to get up at 3 in the morning and 5 in the morning. I don't know what time it just be, but it was all hours of the morning anyway. There doesn't be a sinner being out there in that street. And I gets up to go to the loo, and there you go. My back was walking. Wasn't able to be walking now before it, and then she put that Bolamarol on it, and boom, it's done. Yeah, it's great. Get it. Oh yeah, yeah. It is. Look, straight out of Arnott's window. How are you, Brendan? We haven't been talking about it. No, not bad, not bad. No, we weren't talking about it. We wouldn't do that. No, we wouldn't. Oh, look at you. You know what? You're a sweet for sour eyes, you are. You really are. Will you have a point? Ah, you won't. All right. What are you on then? Oh, the whiskey. Yeah. Matthew said he's giving me a Christmas drink now in a few minutes, but I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna take it easy. I don't mind now. I don't mind having 2 points and a little sip of whiskey, and I'll go home then and sure I'll rest and watch the old news. Not that there's much to see on it. It's that COVID here and COVID there and COVID everywhere. I swear to God. Yeah, I know. Do you see, like today, you have to think about the poor people that's in the hospitals. They're all working 29 hours and all of that, and getting pittance of wages. Yeah, yeah, pittance of wages. And of course, though, like the tea is. Yeah, yeah, they give themselves another rise. €3,000 to give themselves a rise, and they gave me a fiver. What'll I do with a fiver? I'll give it to one of my youngest grandchildren. I'll give it to Alexandra. Oh, yeah. I know it's a lovely name. Yeah, it's from Egypt. Egypt. You know where the pyramid things. Yeah, it's from out there. And I don't know, they all call them lovely names nowadays. They have lovely names like Kyle and all. That's one of my grandsons as well. And Tristan is the other lad. He's tall now, he's the big lad. And then they have, and then Tegan, she looks after me. She comes up and says how I am and all. They do want for you. They're really good kids. They're really good. Look after you. She, yeah, I bet you all yours come up and look after you. Yeah, you're lucky now. You're lucky now, Jim. You're lucky because you have the missus there. She look after you as well. Yeah, yeah. Brendan there. No. You're not. Now, when you're getting married, will you let us know? Oh, we're too late. We're too late. Mary, the way that I was saying to you that the flat earth people, they all over the world. Here's women all over the world. I know you're young. I know you're young, Brendan. I know. So come here. If you're ever getting married again, give us a shout, and we'll go down to the chapel and we'll throw rice at you. Ambrosia, Yeah. I know. Yeah. Are you gone with somebody? Are you curtain? You don't say curtain anymore. But what do you say? What do you say? Oh, he's going out with somebody. He's seeing somebody. Yeah. Where did you meet her? On what? What's that? That sounds like a shop where a pet shop or something. Plenty of fishes. Oh, what would you do? Go there, you idiot. You only going to find women that's fishing all day. Like me brother-in-law, they're fishing here and fishing there. Everyone's gone fishing, man. I think. Yeah, yeah. Jem, did you back that horse yesterday? Did you? Uh, yeah, I think it was called. What was it called? This Hunter's Glen or something like that. Yeah. Oh, it's a good price. Now I didn't know. I didn't back them. I tried to save a few quid for the Christmas. Just like a little present. It's not like years ago you could go into Hector Gray and you could buy the children presents from top to bottom and wouldn't even cost you a fiver. Like nowadays, God, if you go into town, no, I don't go into town with me. Yeah, my grandson brings me in the daytime on a Saturday, and he brings me up to Bewley's, and I get a nice cup of coffee. I love the coffee. When I was a child, now my mother. This is why he brings me because I told him all these stories. You see, when he was a little fella, I told him all the stories that. I told him all them stories that I do tell you. Yeah. I used to sell the holly and the ivy and the mistletoe with my mother, and so he brings me there, and I can look. Yeah, you can look from the door. You can look and see Anne Street, and you can see St Anne's Chapel, and all the dealers there now. None of them know me. No, they don't know me, and they don't know my Rosie, and don't know. Even my mother, they don't know any of them. No, no. But she look. Time moves on. Waits for no man. Anyway, he brings me in, says he to me, says he, I'm going to bring you into Bewley's. So I says, right. He brings me into the Bewley's, and it's just like a time was stopped still from when the 1900 days, Yeah, except, mind you now, when you get the bill. He wouldn't, no, me pay the bill, he wouldn't know, he'd would. Yeah, he would. The bill, all we had was, I had a cup of coffee, he had a cup of coffee, we got a few cakes on the plate that you wouldn't, sure, look, they're that size, they're like fairy cakes, fairly hard to see them. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know, yeah. It's, I know. Now I'm not telling you any. No, I don't want to hear any dodgy jokes. Molly is sitting there. She's Molly. I didn't say anything now. It's him. It's him that. It's him now. It's Jim. You know him. He'll sing the Big Bamboo in a few minutes. Brendan, did you ever hear him sing that song, The Big Bamboo? No. They'll be gone out, Curtin, of course, around about 9 o'clock. He'll be gone out the door. You will. I know you will. And he sings this song about the South Sea Islands. There's palm trees here and palm trees all over the place and everything. And all the hula dancers and all. Yeah, he sings that. It's very funny now, but it's a little bit. Yeah, it's a bit. If Molly heard, oh, jeez, Molly heard that she'd wash her mouth out with so she would. I know, yeah. But yeah, Christmas, it won't be long now. We're at the mouth of Christmas. I was coming down the street there, wasn't I? And says I to myself, I'm not going to go on that side of the street. And just for a change, says I'll go over to that side of the street and I'll walk along there just to be different and to add a little bit of interest to the journey here. It's not that far, but just to add it. And I'm going, boy, and here's this young fella in a doorway, and he wrapped up like with a little them old bags of sleepers, that they use. And I said, it wouldn't now, it wouldn't even be that thick, it wouldn't even be that thick, it wouldn't. And says I to him, I says, say, how are you, son? And he says, hello, mister. And I said, I'm good, how are you? And he says, I'm not too well. Right, says I. What can I do for you? Can I help you in some way? Because my mother always said that. She used to say, yeah, people look down on them. They do. They look down on them and say they're homeless because they want to be. Who ever in their right mind wants to be homeless? Who? Nobody. Nobody I know. Nobody in the world that anybody knows. No. You know, I heard a fella down in the clock one day, says he, they're all bums, he says he, if they got off their arse, they'd get a job. Says I, here you, come here you, says I. My grandsons all do volunteer work for the Simon community. And they keep people like that alive. Come here. Oh no, I won't have it. No, says I won't have that. He won't. The barman said, let that man speak, says he. I know that man donkey's ears, let him speak. Says I, come here, you. And his belly hanging out over him, like well fed and all. Probably not married, in his 40s, living off his mother, that type, yeah. And him looking down, says I, no, I won't have that. He says, come here, you, I says, my grandson told me, and he's in the Simon community, and he told me, he said to me, he says, Grandad, he says, do you know what I tell them? And he said, when people ask me why I volunteer and all like that, I say because you're a good lad, you have a good heart. That's what it is. He's a good heart. He has. They all have, yeah. Oh, but should they get off Rosie? You see, Rosie and Marty, they have good hearts, so they get off them. No, but anyway, do you know what he told him? Do you know what he said? Because he goes to the schools and all, and he does the talk in the school. Yeah, he does. He said the homeless people are somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's mother, and somebody's father, and that's who they are. And I wouldn't hear anyone say anything about them. No, I wouldn't. So says I to him, says I, can I do something for you? So he says, no, sir. He said, thank you for talking to me, because that's it. That's all he wanted. Somebody to talk to him is all he wanted, to say hello to him, and to make him, he told me this is his own words, this is his own words, to make him not feel visible. That's what he wanted, because he thinks that he's visible because nobody looks at him, nobody talks to him. So I wouldn't be having that. I wouldn't be having that. I said, so oh no, yeah. And says I, son, I haven't got much. No, he said, I wouldn't take them. Says I, do me a favour, because I won't be able to sleep at night. I won't. I'd get up, that would be on my mind, that poor chap is in the corner somewhere. My Rosie wouldn't like, no. My Rosie used to, this is the truth of God. Wait to hear what Rosie did. Oh, she did. My Rosie would take the blanket off the bed and roll it up and put it into a plastic. Never let anybody see her doing it. No, you wouldn't, I'd be in bed and I'd say, feeling cold tonight, there's a blanket gone, but I didn't care, There was a chap around the corner, homeless chap. Lovely man, yeah, Tommy. Big white beard and a big white hair, and he's like that. Yeah, that the actor that was in the film about the wagons. You remember? Remember he sang the song, I don't know the words. A wandering star, the wandering star. They know him. You, Marvin, that's him. Hank Marvin, that's him. He was the image of that man. The image out of his mouth, he was. And my Rosie loved him, she did. She did love him, she did. She told me, she said, no, she said, I don't love him the way I love you, Nicky. I love him like a brother, So I know you do, Mum. I know you do. I always call her Mum. You have to have respect, Yes, she says, I gave him your blanket. I hope you don't. Says, I give him the other one. Says, I give him the other one. Oh, no, I did. I took the other one. But she went and bought one. Didn't she buy a new thing called a duvet? She bought a duvet in the Liberty Market. And she put it on the bed. And I was as snug as a bug in the rug. Because I sleep on a separate bed. You have to, you know, out of respect, like, you know. So, and anyway, she gave him the another blanket, and he used to get food out of they all looked after him. Everybody loved the Tommy, you know. But they gave him the chipper there. It was a Chinese chipper, and they gave him. They used to give him a bag of chips and a bit of food every night. And one year he went into the phone box because it was so cold, the snow and the ice and the frost. Do you remember the big snow that time? What was it? 2000 and I think it was 2006, 2005. It's the big snow anyway. And she didn't he go into the God love him, he went into the phone box in Rialto with the bag of chips and the bag of bit of, you know, and he's eating his bit of food. And says he to himself, says he, I'm in here out of the cold, says he, you know. And that's the way they found him the next day. Standing up, dead as a doornail. Lord of mercy on him. We went to that funeral, me and my Rosie. We went to that funeral, we did. And I tell you now, maybe it was 2001 or 2, I can't remember, but it was in around that 2000 mark. And we went to it, right? And you would not get standing room in that chapel in Grumble and up in Drimnagh. You wouldn't get standing room. There was packed out the door and out into the garden and out onto the street. He had to put, you know them things, the big boxes that you talk through that makes the noise louder. He had to put them onto the railings. That's how much that man was loved. Sure, if you're doing nothing wrong in your life, if you're only saying hello to people, giving them a little smile, asking how they are, isn't that the way to live your life? Well, that's the way he lived his life. And I can tell you now, there's not a day goes by that, yep, while she was alive, there wasn't a day that went by that my Rosie didn't say, Lord of mercy on Tommy, before we'd eat a bit of food. Lord of mercy on Tommy, she says. Do you know what she said to me? Very intelligent. Oh, Rosie was very intelligent. Know what she said to me one time? So she to me, so she, Nicky, she said, do you know Nicky boy? And I said, what, Mum? And she said, Tommy now has a home forevermore in heaven. And I believe her. Do believe her. Yep, I do. And I think that Tommy was worth more as a human being than any of them kings and queens and all them that sit on thrones and say they're great and your majesty. I wouldn't be bowing down to anybody. No man on earth except that man up in heaven who looks after us all, whether you believe in him or don't believe in him. And that's all I have to say on the subject. And while I'm on the subject of a sup of drink, if he had had a sup of drink, he mightn't have died. Where's me Christmas whiskey, you said you'd give me, Matthew? I'm waiting on it for the ages. I know, but I'm sitting down, I haven't got a drink. For God's sake, I'm going up to the bar. I'll go up and get it myself, and I tell you now, if you don't, you give me a little whiskey, there will be war. Going up to give me some of whiskey. Me Christmas whiskey, if you don't mind. Will you have a drink, Jim? What is that? A pint of red, what's that? I'll get you one for the Christmas. Hey, young fella, Brendan, what is that? A what? What did he say? I knew there's a strawberry in it or something like that. A daggery? A dagger? A strawberry dagger? What would you be doing with that, you gosh? I'm going up to you. I'm telling you now.